What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be doing a small comparison between the Glock 26 and the Ruger SR9C. This firearm was basically designed to compete with the Glock 26, as at the time, the Glock 26 was one of the smaller everyday carry options that had capacity. Now, this Glock 26 right here is with a 12+1 setup. This Ruger is a 10+1 setup. I'll show you that real quick. So you can see where Glock does beat it on capacity, but they are pretty similar in size. With that flush mag. Imagine that flush mag in the Glock 26. It'd be 10+1, 10+1. But because of the aftermarket base plate, it really does affect that capacity. Really nice. Anyways, both of these are great everyday carry firearms. Now, when it comes down to width, they're going to be pretty darn similar in width. I think the Ruger is like 0.01 inches wider. Length, the Ruger is going to be longer. But the barrel length is pretty similar, being around 3.5 inches. So it is going to be a little bit longer. And just overall, that's what they look like. Now, to be honest, I like the finish on the slide a lot better than the Glocks, even the OEM slides on Glocks. But that's simply because it's stainless steel, and I'm just a person that loves stainless steel. So I love this awesome coating on this slide right here. Anyways, differences. The Glock has only internal safeties. The Ruger SR9C has a manual safety. The Glock 26 can hold 10-round mags all the way up to 33-round OEM Glock mags. The Ruger SR9C can take 10-round flush mags, and then they also make a 17-round mag, which is for the full-size SR9. So you do have that option to get a 19 or 17-round mag. And I'm also pretty sure that the Security 9 mags will work in this. Not 100%, but they do look similar. The holes on the mags for where the mag catch is look pretty darn similar. So I'm assuming you can, but don't quote me on that. Things I love about the Ruger. The ergonomics are definitely on point. Even with that pinky hanging off or just putting it below, definitely on point. You have adjustable sights, really nice sights. Now, they're not night sights, but they are really nice. They're going to handle whatever. They're durable. That's awesome. Some people like them, some people don't, but the loaded chamber indicator, this does have one. I don't mind it. It doesn't affect me, but people don't like them. So if you don't like that, you might not like that about the Ruger. The Ruger also has a rail, which is really nice. Great rubber texturing on the back that just feels really comfortable for long shooting throughout the day. And on top of that, this thing has an awesome trigger. Now, it's not the lightest trigger. It's not the shortest reset, but it's an awesome, very crisp, great trigger. Honestly, I love the Ruger SR9C, and right now you can find these for probably $250 to $300, probably $300 new. You can find them used for probably $200 to $250. The Glock 26, you guys know what I love about this thing. I love the finger grooves on it. It feels really good in my hand. I like the overall ergonomics. I like the simplicity of Glock, the aftermarket support. I like how easy it is to buy parts for this. But anyways, also holster compatibility and so on. But the things I don't like about it, it doesn't have a rail. And that's about the only thing I don't like. But like I said, I love that it can take 10 all the way to 33-round OEM mags. Literally, you can find any part for pretty cheap with it. Its reliability is top-notch. The trigger is worse than the Ruger, but it's a decent trigger. I put a connector in there, and it's good enough for me. I like that. For everyday carry, I don't want something super light and super short. I want something that if I'm going through an adrenaline rush and having to make quick decisions, I want something that I'm not going to make a mistake and do an accidental discharge, because that is the last thing anybody needs. But yeah, the Glock 26 is just a great carry option that can flex into a pocket carry role all the way to home defense if you wanted it to. And what I like about both of these firearms, because I really do like both of these firearms, they're both great. They're that perfect size for me, in my opinion. They're not too big for everyday carry, but they're also not too small to where it starts affecting shootability. Both of these shoot pretty similar to their older brothers, right? This shoots very similar to the Glock 19, and this shoots very similar to the SR9 full size. And they are much smaller, making it easier to carry. I think this size firearm is the perfect everyday carry choice. And now, of course, that depends on what you're doing in your life. Are you being active, or do you need deep concealment? Because then these probably aren't the best thing. But for overall general everyday carry, just going to the store, going to the mall, working, these are great options right here. These are the perfect size. You're not giving up too much when it comes to shootability. They're just good, reliable firearms. Now, I only have 220-something rounds to this SR9C, and it's ran everything fine. So far, this thing's been reliable. Whereas this Glock, we're easily up in the 2000s. This thing has ran flawlessly as well, hollow points and everything. So honestly, I always tell people, flip a coin. They're both great options. The Glock is obviously going to run you about $200 more, but is it worth it to you? Because the Glock gives me peace of mind. That's the number one thing from Glock. They're not the best at anything, but they're good at everything, and that gives me peace of mind. And when the reliability is at the very top of the charts, that's really what you need. I don't care if it's the ugliest firearm in the world, which I actually think Glock 26 look amazing. I love their look. But even if you think it's the ugliest, is it going to go bang when you need it to defend yourself? And that's what Glock's all about, is being there for you. Ruger is more about giving the average citizen, the average hardworking, tax-paying citizen, a good firearm at a good price. That's not going to break the bank, but yet if they ever need to defend their kids, their family, someone in help, they can do it reliably. But they don't give you everything over the top. They don't give you too much. They give you what you need in a good firearm. And back then when these were made so durable that these firearms truly were made to last a lifetime. They're great. This one's in great condition. Feels really good. Looks really good. Has very little round count through it. And honestly, Ruger gives you what you need if you're on a budget, and that's just a great thing to have. We need that in the firearm community because we want everyone to be carrying a firearm and defending themselves. So yeah, that is my comparison between the Ruger SR9C and Glock 26. If you already have one of them, pick the other one up. They're both great options. I could easily see myself swapping out from day to day what I carry, and I do that all the time. Right now, I've been carrying the SR9C a lot simply because I just carry it before I do a full review. I carry it for a week or a month, and it feels very similar to my Glock 26. Now, the Glock 26 is lighter, but it's not a huge difference, but it is much lighter than that Ruger SR9C, and you might notice that while carrying, but people carry full size. People carry 1911. People carry heavy firearms, and they somehow do it every day. So these two are nothing to worry about when it comes to weight. Both are great firearms. Both are going to get you home at the end of the night defending yourself. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.